ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully.
If we get interference from the internet, stay with us because I'm not going to break the channel. This is also being recorded independently. So if something happens, it will be still reaching the information. Full stop. I am now going to tell you, I'm going to tell the millions, the billions of people out there how to perform putting these people under arrest. When a soldier or a police officer tries to do anything to you, what at that particular point in time, that police officer or that soldier has vacated their oath. What that means is at the very point when they try to do something on behalf of a corporation, they stop being a peacekeeping officer. All soldiers on this planet, all police officers, all policemen and women are peacekeeping officers. And when they perform something for a corporation, they are actually vacated their oath. At this point, whether they are pointing a gun at you or scared of you or being very polite, irrespective, that is not a peacekeeping officer or a man in uniform. It has vacated it. The creature has yet to take off the uniform. But because he keeps the uniform on, the general public believe he's still under his oath. He is not. So repeat what I have just said. When a police officer does something for a corporation, like check your pockets or try to confiscate or question you, he has vacated his position as a peace officer. At this point, he is at the most vulnerable position because he is not a peacekeeping officer. He is not a peacekeeping position, or she. They are a private security guard. And a private security guard cannot interfere with you. They have no powers of arrest unless they get your permission. Unless they say you understand. So at this point, he is at the most vulnerable. This is when their flesh and blood is revealed as being the most vulnerable, and their uniform and their guns cannot protect them. At this point, you tell them you have vacated your peacekeeping officer's oath. Okay, as a result, you are now in your private capacity, because they're now a private man or a woman. You're a private person operating as a mercenary on this land, trying to privatize me. That means they're trying to practice piracy on you. At that point, you can now put that man who's practicing piracy under arrest by using these words. You are under the penalty of perjury as a man or a woman, not the uniform. And since you are now performing those things of a corporation upon a physical man or physical woman, you have vacated your oath of office. And you are now practicing terrorism on this live life claimant, or this native man, never use the word person or individual, this man, this woman on Tara Australis, on the United States of American soil, on the territory of Canada, of the territory of South Africa, because this is happening in South Africa as well, and Israel, that I am a native of Palestine, which is what Israel is. You are terrorizing me. I am now going to put you under arrest. You are now under my command to surrender your armaments, and I'm going to strip you. I'm going to strip you of your insignia and put you under arrest. And here it is. At this point, if he does not say, or she, that they are under the penalty of perjury with their oath in hand, then they are mercenaries working for a private corporation. South Africa is owned by the same private corporations, including New Zealand, as opposed to Zealand, including United Kingdom, including Canada, America, India. The general public is now at the position when they are doing this to a native, because they never do it to an Aboriginal, do they? Because they are native. So you need to let them know at this point, it is that you who are out of uniform, because every man and woman is duty bound to protect the people and the land from mercenaries and piracy.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why I make sure that the piracy that took place in David Wayne Miller's technology and his camp never takes root, like that half-wit called Russell J. Gould and these other half-wits that I've mentioned. There are so many of these privateers that work for these private corporations. If they want authority, this is what you do, because I take full responsibility for it. You tell them that the Chief Federal Postal Court Judge, Federal Postal Court Judge, Mark Kishon Christopher, full stop, as authorized the people of Terra Australis, the people of the United States of America, the people of England, Spain, France, and the rest of it, as authorized every man and a woman to put these privateers who have vacated their oath of office and now practicing what is known, not the word practicing, but conducting mercenary duties on behalf of a private corporation, which is called piracy. And any man and woman is duty bound to make sure that they put these men and women under arrest. If they do not put them under arrest, then they are participating in the fraud. You don't protest these people, because when you protest, what are you doing? You are validating that they have powers. You just simply, as a man and as a woman, you tell them, step out of my way. I am a man, and I am native to Tara, Australia. I am native to the United States of America, landmass territorial. And you are interfering. If you do anything, you have vacated your oath. And at this point, I will put you under arrest as a duty-bound man and woman of the soil of the landmass, for practicing mercenary and being a private. At this point, put them under arrest. You may take their hand, their wrist, never strike. Never use more force than is necessary. You hold them by the wrist. You hold them by the other wrist. You tear off their insignia. And you have somebody witnessing it, like filming it on a cell phone. Okay? And you are able to do that, and you must do this. And I have shown you, and I've told you the mechanism. In this presentation, we have given you so much that you have enough power to conduct your affairs. We have safeguarded this planet, just as David Wayne Miller with his quantum language technology, just as the Titans have done so with their Bitcoin, and just as with fungible tokens, which is going to be the new way of doing business. We have given you all this information. We have saved your life. It is your duty now to also think about your neighbor. It is your duty to now think about your neighbor called Zealanders. You need to now think about the people of us on South Africa, which are experiencing the same thing. You need to think about the people in Israel. You know, when Israel was founded, it was sold by a piece of land given over to the Rothschild.